Okay. How many? Okay, be serious, be serious. All right, let's record a video. While I'm making this, I'm going to talk about me, I guess. I don't really have like a plan for what I'm really gonna be saying, but I figured my first YouTube video, I should just give like a general overview of who I am, especially if I'm gonna be making more content. I can't just, you gotta prep the people first, you know? Like you can't just jump right into it. As a wise woman once said,
you gotta get that shit wet first. Like, come on now. You gotta prep them for like that. They can't just get that right off the top. Like, you gotta bring that back. Bring that.
But anyways, the dicey part about making vlogs or videos or any type of content where you are in it is that, you know, I also represent my job. And being that I work in mental health, I have to be very careful about how I present myself because I work with the community. I can't be out here. I am a very contained, refined person at work because the purpose of my job is to get in there and work with these families. I'm not in there to, you know, talk about my life with them. So they're obviously going to get a more condensed version of who I am. Not to say the version of me at work is a persona, but it's professional. And I really enjoy keeping professional boundaries. But God forbid any of my clients ever stumble across my videos, I hope they're not like, what? That's my therapist? Also, I can't make any promises on how fast these videos are gonna get to you guys because recording is one thing, but editing, the amount of time and effort that goes into it. But hopefully, you know, the more I do this, the faster I get because I'm not trying to spend like another 40 hours doing a hobby. Well, or maybe, I think you are supposed to spend more time doing your hobby than your actual profession. But like, how do you fit that? Because if you have 8 hours in a day, well, the idea is to not work for 8 hours a day. Like with my job, I don't work full 8 hours. But when I'm in a session, like that's a lot of mental energy. Like you have to be on because I work with families who are facing crises right in that moment. So a lot of my work with them is building trust between them and me. Because of that, I'm not going to talk about my clients. I'll talk about when I was in grad school. Honestly, a lot of the stuff that I learned, really cool stuff. Especially if you plan on being in a relationship, the stuff that I learned is pretty helpful. And relationships goes for anything. That's relationships with family, with friends, with romantic partners, with bosses, with co-workers. Like those are all relationships. So if you want to know how to like navigate them or know what you're working with in the room, psychology is for you. Yeah, I might share some things here and there about that because I think that's interesting. But then also like I like sharing funny anecdotes about my life because I have a very interesting way of turning my misfortune into comedy. So I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of that too.
Step one.
Alright, so let me get this top on the stove. So this look today is giving a little Kim Possible, a little Poison Ivy. Yeah, I have a bunch of these sets. I actually recorded this video yesterday of me making the drink, but I wanted to redo it. So unfortunately, I have the same set in like so many different colors. But the beautiful thing about different colored tracksuits or gym suits is that they don't really look the same. Like each different color has its own like pizzazz to it. This color gives me more of a I'm popping out type of vibe. Like I want you to see me. but my other ones are more calm. Yeah, so right now I'm waiting for the water to boil.
A few moments later.
We cannot escape, we cannot come out. Mama!
All right, this is not really coming out. I don't want it to look like I'm pouring a ton of sugar in there because I'm not. It's just not coming out as quickly or as effectively as I would like. All right, that's enough. Okay. So then mix that around. So this is what I like to have my boba sit in, because I mean it tastes, I don't actually know what it tastes like alone because every time I've made it I've only ever done it this way. When I bought the tapioca, people in the comments said to make it with like a brown sugar mix, like put it in a bowl of brown sugar. So that's the only way I've ever prepared it. I feel like without it, it would just kind of taste like flour, because that's what it is. It's a cassava plant. They just make it into like I guess a floury paste, and then you boil it and it looks like that, and it looks gummy and it tastes amazing. So get it, make it, whatever, it's good. So I'm gonna add, I'm just gonna add that. And the best part is it had some like water. So just mix that around. And I don't need to add anything else to it because truthfully, when I put it at the bottom of my cup, it sits the way I need it to. We're gonna start assembling the drink. So now I'm going to make my cup look all fancy. So I take the caramel and just drizzle it on the inside, kind of at the top. And then kind of just let gravity do what it do. So then it starts to come down. I do not know why I set it down so harsh. That was aggressive. So now that our cup is done, we're gonna add our boba. I just dropped 3. Yeah, I totally just washed them because I'm not gonna waste it. It tastes so good. What? So yeah, like I was saying, it's like a floury substance. It's pretty chewy. It doesn't really have a taste. It only tastes like whatever you prepare it in. So that's why it's really important, if you're gonna make it, prepare it in something sweet, because otherwise you're just gonna be chewing on like something to chew on. All right, so next I'm gonna add my ice. So I have a video of me making the ice, and I have one of me like taking it out. So I'm either gonna insert those clips or I'll just do another video. But put a decent amount of ice in there. Don't put too much because then it makes it really hard to get the boba at the bottom. So I think I'm gonna call it a day with like this much ice. This is enough. So now I'm going to add my tea mixture. So this is what's gonna make it taste like chai tea, because this is the chai tea concentrate. So when you get bubble tea from a store, like they ask you for a tea base. And for the purpose of this video, the tea base is chai tea concentrate. So I pour that like midway up the glass. You want this to take up the most real estate in the glass because that's where all the flavor is. And then next, I'm going to add my milk. So basically with the whole milk thing, when you get bubble tea, some of them are milk teas. Like they're not called a bubble tea. So they do be pouring milk in with their teas. If you're not someone who pours milk in your tea, this probably looks really strange, but trust me, it tastes really good. And for all the English people out there, that's how they prepare their tea. They pour milk in it. And for all my Jamaicans, we know we pour condensed milk in tea. At least my family does. Let me not speak for all Jamaicans, but I'm no stranger to pouring milk in things. So y'all, and when you get a chai tea latte from Starbucks, they're pouring milk in it. So follow me. Milk and tea, they go together.
We go together now?
Real bad.
So now I'm gonna add my creamer. I like to make a variation of Starbucks vanilla sweet cream cold foam. So what I do is I add my creamer to this little container here. Just a little bit, because we're gonna froth it up. Because I got a frother, which is just so freaking convenient. Oh, before I do that, I'm also gonna add some more vanilla. Because it's vanilla sweet cream cold foam. But not too much vanilla because I already have vanilla in there. So now what you do is you take your frother. So you take your frother and you just mix it up. And it's gonna get all frothy. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. So do this for some time. This should be good. So now I'm gonna add it to my glass. It's gonna sit at the top. Ooh. And now you can get really cute and you can top it with things. I don't think I'm gonna do all that. I think I'm just going to drink it because I'm kind of thirsty, not gonna lie. And staring at something that I know tastes good makes me want to hurry up and drink it. So I'm gonna hurry up and finish. Put my lid on and my boba straw. Give it a little bit of a mix. There you have it. My chai iced tea. No. My iced chai latte bubble tea. Yes. My iced chai latte bubble tea. Oh yeah. It's good. It's really good. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And now I have to clean my stuff up.